Hi everyone. Right, I just thought I'd let you join me. I'm having so much fun that I want you to join me on this project. Now, when I did the crepe paper flowers, do you remember? I did some crepe paper flowers. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, doll. Why would I think doll? I don't know, I just like that around the neck, around the sleeves. And so what I've done is that I've created, so far, one arm. I have no idea what the rest of it's going to be like. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Ileana Ainsworth, your parcel's returned. You're from Australia and your parcel's come back. Don't ask why, I don't know. If you can get in touch with me, give me your email address. Send me your address properly, because they're saying that it was the wrong address or it hadn't been picked up. Unfortunately. Let me just check that this is all in view. Yeah, I think so. Let me get rid of that. Now, I need to move that out of the way a bit. So what I've done is I'm making this in sections. And right now I'm just doing the other arm, which will go like that. You can bend them and shape them, and you do stuff them with wadding, which is what I've got here. Like I say, I have this in big wide rolls and I just cut it as I need it. And it's all guesswork. I've got no pattern. I have made dolls before with it, but a long time ago. And fortunately for me, this particular crepe paper is quite stiff and flexible, if you know what I mean. It's stiff because it's firm, but you can manoeuvre it into shape. And look, I'm going to put a hand in there, but I've created a hand. Now I'm doing it all in cream, but you can paint them afterwards, and I might just do that. On the other hand, I might not. So the way I'm going to show you how to do the legs, which are identical to the arms, but I'm just finishing this arm off. And I've taken, because it's got lines on it, as you can see, it's a good gauge for the length you need. So I've just cut 2 strips like that, you know, it's like 2. So it's about 4 inches wide. And what you do is, I'm going to need one for the legs anyway. So I'm just going to cut a piece, about 8 inches long. No more than that, I don't think. We're going to cut 2 the same. Now, like I say, there's no pattern, it's out my head. I'll show you how to do that arm. I'm just going to finish this to show you what to do. You can get this online. I've had it a long time. I've got several rolls of it, because I was going to do a boot, and I might just do a boot afterwards. I cut that with this showing, that line there, but on this one I take it off. It's just a guide to get it straight, basically. And I know that both pieces are exactly the same in length, although it doesn't really matter. You can do them, but you want your arms and legs to look alike, don't you? So I've done that. Now, just to get that far, what I did, and I've hand stitched a lot of this as well as gluing. Run the glue gun down there, what's going to be the join. Put that over there like that. So you've got a bit of a seam. And then I put that to the middle, and that's going to be the inside. That's going to be inside. And then I do a running stitch to there, pull it together, and then pull it tight, wrap the thing around. But you'll see that in a minute. I'll just prepare the other one ready. I do want to make sure that I can just keep filming, so I hope you are seeing this. I will check again in a minute. I just love to play, and anybody who's watched me for long enough, or for a long time, just let me see. Yeah, I think you can see all of that. You will know that I like to play. I like to play an awful lot. I'll do anything. These are actually therapeutic, I find. Although it will batter my hands. So them 2 pieces are now ready for the legs. Now, do you know what? I'm not gonna do those as, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do a 3 because I want the legs longer. Hopefully she can stand. Techno notice they'll use for another arm somewhere else. Yes, it's fine. Right, so what I've done here, you open up where you've, I stitch it along there, then I pull it in really tight and glue these ends together. I've done it double for the thickness because it'll help, you know, it won't rip or anything, and it's just easier to work with. So all I do now, I've done that, and like I said, I've gone round and round, and then I've stitched up this section, stuffed it, done a running stitch around the end, which I'll show you here, and then pulled it tight, and I've glued it as well, which I'm going to show you how to do on this section. So we'll just continue doing that. Now, as well as gluing, I've stitched it. Pull that paper together like that. So that's where my seam is. Once you open up the paper, just pull it apart so you open it. So some of these creases in it will open up. I mean, that would make a sleeve, wouldn't it? Well, you just do what you want to do. And like I say, I've knotted my thread. I'm going to put the needle right in at the base there so that it can come up through the seam in the middle there. And now where I've glued it together, that's when I'm going to put this seam. It looks like a hand stitched, oops, seam, and gives it added protection. Now, when you're doing the bit to the shoulder, you only need to leave a little gap here, all the way around. But because I joined the sleeve, the ruffle, I've left it about 1 centimetre. Oops. So I might as well share this. I was going to just do it and then think, oh, well, I might need to do another one if people want to see it. And then I thought, no, show them it as you go along because it's easier. And they will see me work out how I'm, because there's no pattern now. I'm not following anything. I'm not following anybody's work or anything like that. This is all out my head. Right, so I've left about 1 centimetre there. And then what you do is, right, I'm just going to pull it. Pulling out the crease. And the reason I'm doing it there and then stitching it is because you're going to get a better pouch for the wadding to go in. You need to open it up a little bit. So, like I say, we just stitch it. Hello? So, what are you doing? Oh, it's alright, I've got my grandchildren here, Ethan and Billy May. They've just come from, Ethan's here out for the weekend and Billy May's come for a breakfast to see her cousin. Oopsie daisy. So like I say, I've not pulled it out too much, but just enough for me to work with it. And like I say, it really does, I mean, it can rip, but it doesn't rip if you're careful. And the reason why I left the ruffle here is so that that can be glued in, and that's all I've done with it. I've glued it in, but I will be making a little hand. I think. What I do and how it comes out, no idea. Like I say, I'm making it up as I go along, which is, as you know, the sort of thing I do. But, you know, do it. Somebody, get this. If I can find where I bought this from, good. And buy it and make things with it. It's ace, as somebody would say. Or is that not the cool word? Cool, maybe. Is it cool that they use today? I've no idea. So like I say, yeah, the glue gun's on. I'm just taking it one stitch at a time because I'm not in any rush. You can always speed this up if you want, however you do it. Oops, I don't want to go over that, just go up to that line. Right, so there you go. So I'm just going to work it a bit to open that up, and then you just wad it. Just put some wadding in it. But you do have to make sure that you get them about the same. Now you can stuff this in and start to close it up with your hand. Is that about the same as that? Yeah. Actually, that's a bit too much, I think. Okay, and then you just pull that. Yeah, that's about right, I think. Maybe. No, I'm going to put a bit more in because you don't know. I've just noticed it's like a ball on the end, so I need to make and puff that out. Okay, let's just see if that's all right. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm using a waxed cotton, and I can't remember when I bought it. I get what I can when I can. So all I'm going to do is stitch back through. I can use the table to help and just pull it. It's very strong cotton, although it is waxed. Wrap it round a few times and go back through. Don't worry about the wadding, you can get rid of that. Pull it tight, and I'm just going to go through the line we've made several times. Just want to make sure my thread stays on. Right, now, before I do anything else, oh, that's near enough. I'm quite happy with that. You know, I mean, you can shape it. They're just, that way I did, didn't I? They're just great, look. I got a different shape. But, and then what I did, with this one, I've done that. I've glued it. Right, now what I do is I just open up the little frilly bit on the end. I'm just going to snip that bit of wadding out. Just try and even that out. It doesn't have to be even at all. And just open it up enough. And then I've already made one of these. Now I'll show you how to do this. It's quite easy, but all right, look. You take a strip, you do a running stitch, you pull it in. You don't do it to the centre, you know, you don't do it tight. And then what you do is you fold it over like that. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there to hold that. And then you've got a double layer, and then fold it over again. And then I just glued the whole of that and pushed that onto there. Now I want to make sure that that's in as well. You see? Just, it was not quite glued in, pop a bit of glue in it and push it down into the centre of what you've done and leave that to dry. Isn't that fab? And there you go. I've got, now that one, what you need to do is you pull all of these, stretch them out more. You can do it one row at a time. I'm doing both mine together, to be honest. I might have to do them one at a time, actually, because I don't want to rip them. You're just putting more of a gather in it. More of a flounce, should I say. Now, that one's a little bit tighter than that one. But I'm not fussed about that at all. I've got 2 sleeves there, and I'm quite thrilled with those. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to do the legs, which is very, very similar. And like I said, I'm going to use the longer one, because I'm going to do a top section, a below the knee section. Do I want to split that? I'm going to do the feet separate, so I'm going to just do it like this. Right, so again, about 8 inches. Just cut it. Don't forget, I am making this up as I go along. It's only what I think it should be like. If somebody else makes them differently, then good luck to you. I'm just doing it as a hobby. I'm actually going to leave that one and just trim this till it's quite straight. That one I leave to give me the line what I need to put the foot in. So I would like it to stand up, actually. Right, so let's just have a look at this. Do this one the same. Yeah. Okay. Again, let's just gonna have a drink, sorry. Let's glue this in. Just lay that down, pop that over there, like that. Fine. Happy with that. So that's one. And again, we're just going to do it with this one. It's made enough straight. Lay it down, fold it over. Like that. Make sure that's roughly in the middle. She needs a little bit longer leg from the knee down to this section, I think. So I'm just going to go across there. And if you're not sure and you want to keep it straight, let's just, I think we're going to do half. Just over half. On that one, and then match this one up as well, just slightly over half. Just doing a faint line to give me a line to work on. Now, needle and thread. I'm just going to get some more thread. and we start to open the ends up by stretching the paper, trying not to break it or rip it. See, there's my seam. That gives me room to stitch. I might open it up a little bit more. Just pull it, push your thumbs in. There's my seam. I'm just going to stitch that. Like I say, it just adds protection. Is that you, Billy May? Yeah. What are you doing, honey? Oh, well, I'm just filming, so you're going to come and say hello?
Hi.
Can't hear you. Speak up, lady.
Hi.
So you've come, you've had your breakfast, now you're leaving me?
Yeah. And my mate wants me to go to town.
Alright, okay. Okie dokie. Alright then. I love you.
Love you too.
Will you just ask Ethan to shut the door behind you? Lock it.
Right.
Just while I'm upstairs. Okay, love, thanks. Bye. Love you, bye. Are you going into town now? Alright. Just let me know you get home, okay? Right, because this is going to be the shortest piece, this is going to be the longest piece to the foot, I'm going to take it up to the end again. So I don't need to leave it a centimetre like I did with the other bit. I need to leave it, I need to make sure that I can pull it in together, all of it at the top. So again, we just open up the paper. I love the way it makes a ruffle, a flounce. I call it a flounce anyway. Okay, so we've got that, and then we just stitch around. So let's get this back, and then we can fill it. By opening it up more, it just ensures that more of the paper is actually stitched, and then when you pull it back in and pull it tight, it secures it better. That's what I found when I've worked with crepe paper before, especially the good quality one. You don't need to get that cheap, flimsy crepe paper. It won't. It might do the trick. I don't know. I've always used good crepe paper anyway, so. For the durability of it. Right, I just stopped the film there and I will join it again because it only films 20 minutes and it was about to run out. So now I'll get another 20 minutes while I'm doing this, hopefully, before the battery goes. Don't worry, I shall be back if the battery, well, when the battery goes, it will go eventually. Now, like I say, we're just opening some of this up. Great, aren't they? I mean, you could do all sorts with them. Lots of things. So, let's put some wadding in. I'm going to get a little bit more wadding than that. I want some for the bottom of the leg as well. Make sure we can get the string, the cotton. We'll start to close that up and see how much we need. No, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Right, my needles come off. Now I'm quite happy with that. So pull it as tight as you can, thread your needle back through, stitch it up as tight as you can as well, just stitching it all together from all angles, kind of like crisscrossing it constantly. keep that going. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna cut that. Now this is what I did to seal them. I just added the glue. Oh, hang on, because my glue stick needs doing now. Right, I just added the glue all the way around, which sealed in the paper, got in the creases of it all, and you're not going to see this. So, and then seal the top. And when I do glue that into the top of the body, oh God, I forgot I've got a body to make. That will hold. Okay, I'm quite pleased with that. That's oops, don't touch it while you're waiting for it to dry. Yeah, like that. Quite happy with that. So we need to do the same again with the bottom section, which is the shin area. So we need to open this up to fill it. Now we don't want big fat legs on her, but we want, you know, she's a character, so she needs a bit of character. So let's just pop some of this in. Stitch it first, Fee. Stitch it first, Fee, otherwise you'll have a problem. You'll be messing about. Right, here we go. Like again, wrap it round. I'm going to do a double knot. Now I need to stitch up the seam again, don't I? Just to secure it. So here's my seam. So I need to get my needle right down and open the seam up. Yeah, right down there. There we go. Get your hand in, open that up, and I do it this way so I can see what I'm blooming doing. So what I'm doing is, even though I've glued it, the needle and thread is going under the glue section, and therefore sealing the two sides together, even though it's already glued and sealed. But this is added protection. And when we decorate her, because I'm going to put lace and things on her, yeah, I think I will. I think we'll give her a nice outfit. I'm going to make her outfit from this and then trim it with other trims. What do you think? So this is going to be 2 or 3 videos. So I don't have a picture. I know some people have a little moan and say, oh, you need to have a picture before to show people, see if they're interested in carrying on watching. Well, you don't always if you're making things up as you go along. If you've never, you know, if you haven't got one and you've not done one before, then you, well, I have, but years ago. I don't have a picture from then. You know, oh, we need to leave that. I'm going to use that line as a guide. You know, so you can't always have that. I once got called, oh, you're not professional, you, because you don't show pictures up front. Oh my God, you can't please everybody, can you? Whatever. People don't watch me because I'm saying I'm a professional, although I've been crafting for over 50 years. They watch me because they like what I'm doing. And if you don't like watching, don't watch. I've never got that. They'll sit and watch it, moan about it, but they'll come back and watch more. Fuddy-duddies, my mother would have said. Fuddy-duddies. you know, they can always make a film or two and we'll sit and watch them. This may be a complete disaster. But on the other hand, it might just work. It's just something I wanted to do. Hello?
I am.
Has Billy May gone?
No, she's going in a minute.
Alright,
Are you doing this tonight?
if she wants.
Yeah.
Have you asked her?
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
And she said yeah?
She says she might do because she's got work to do tomorrow, so it says during this day.
What?
Okay, she says getting on.
I'm filming.
Okay.
Alright, lovey. Yeah, sure. See you, baby. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot to. Mind you, I don't want that too much because we're not having chunky legs. Are we? Oh, I don't know. That's going to be a leg, isn't it? No, that's fine. That's fine. My dog can be how I want it to be. There. We're just going to seal it a little bit. And the feet will go in here. Don't ask how I'm going to do the feet yet. I ain't got a clue. Oops. There we go. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to make a... I don't know, she might be whimsical. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue. I'm going to take that back up and bring it out the top. Only because when I glue it in, it will help protect it. Right. So that needs to be opened. I need to get that out. It's in the way. Right, like I say, so when the feet go on, yeah, that's when I stitched her. Arms and legs. Arms and legs. I've got to make another one of them now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed the camera up, or I might just make that and come back later, and we'll do part 2. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.